No. Alright. Do I like say something or?
Yeah, just say your name. Just say Captain Kirk.
No.
Go for it.
Captain Kirk.
Say it a couple more times.
Alright. Captain Kirk, aka stepdad of the mothership.
There you go.
AKA
talk your shit, man.
AKA Little Timmy Hartwell,
There
AKA just nice dude. Right?
All right.
Maybe one more.
One more. So we're good. Talent's feeling good. You feeling good?
I feel great, man.
All right.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah. So we got Kirk.
Yes, sir.
That's your real name. We discussed it yesterday. Is that right? Are we allowed to give out governments here?
No, it's fine, man. Yeah, no, the government is Kirk. You know, I'm not the original. My dad's name's Kirk.
Really? Are you a junior?
I'm a junior. Yeah.
Oh, same here.
Nice.
How's it feel? Does everybody call you? What do people call you in your family?
Little Kirk.
Really?
Yeah, man. It sucks.
Little Kirk. So
Yeah,
you never outgrow it?
Nah, I mean, well, the thing is, my dad's side of the family, they're all in Philadelphia, so I don't interact with them that much. But like we'll go over to my mom's side of the place, and they'll. I mean, I don't know, not much anymore.
Yeah.
It's just Kirk now. But when I was younger, yeah, like Little Kirk or something.
Yeah. Hey, your parents still together or they split?
Nah, they split, man. They actually split like a couple years ago.
Really? So how did that affect you? Is it a fresh wound still?
Yeah, it kind of hurts. I mean, it was pretty sudden.
Sure. Yeah.
It was really sudden. So yeah, it's weird. I talk to my dad a little now and then, but it's not really the same.
It's not what it used to be when you guys were in the same household under the same roof and all that.
Yeah, it's not. So
is he still not in the IE over here or not?
Nah, he moved to Covina. He was doing his own thing. He has his mistress, I guess, and my mom found out, kicked him out, like you're out of here. And he got out.
Dang, so for her, that's a weird line. Like, cause I know, for some people, or even mostly on the woman's side, sometimes cheating isn't the end all be all,
Mm-hmm.
Like you see, say a Kobe, when he was out here fooling around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like
she tried to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom wasn't having that, bro.
She wasn't having. Is she one of the Tiger moms? Was she?
Not at all.
Really?
No, she's a strong woman. She just. That wasn't acceptable for her. That wasn't an acceptable experience.
No, good for her. She has she holds herself well. She just.
Yeah, no.
She has high standards and stuff. Right?
Yeah, she does, and I mean, yeah, she just. I feel like she put up a lot with him, so that was just kind of the last straw type thing, and she's just like, nah, this isn't. I'm not gonna continue this type of behavior or have this linger on. So just kind of severed. She's a director of transportation for Hamburg School District.
Oh shit!
Very strong woman, man. I look up to her a lot, man. She's great.
So do you stay with her, or you have your own place?
Right now, I'm staying with my mom. Yeah, and it's challenging at times.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's great, and it's also kind of liberating at times because I feel like my pops wasn't really into the hip hop thing.
Really?
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
it's weird. And
how'd you get into what was your first memory on music? When's the first time you got introduced to music, and what was it?
It's a good question, man. Probably just like riding in the car with my dad, just like listening to like Motown.
Oh, so he's a soul type of dude, huh?
Yeah, my dad's from Germantown, Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's born in 1959.
Yeah.
So, you know, he lived in Philly while, you know, Motown was going on, Philly sound, jazz at its peak.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I've learned a lot just from, you know, riding in the car with him and you know just discussing music and stuff. So, that's probably it. Just riding in the car and stuff.
Listening to his, was it like cassettes back then or like? Yeah,
cassettes. You know, and cassettes,
CDs and all that.
CDs, you know, the Spinners, Intruders, Delphonics.
Yeah.
He's a big Frank Sinatra fan too.
Is he?
Yeah.
It makes sense because like when I listen to your joints, right? Like you got a lot of soul shops in there.
Yeah.
You know, is that just like what is that directly influenced from that? You think?
Yeah, I that stuff resonates with me, and also just the compositions too. You know, it just seems to align with what I'm trying to do.
How you're feeling at the time, like what's natural for you.
Yeah, and you know, sampling. You know, you find like a certain record, you see who's on it, then you'll see like, oh, you know, who produced it, who's the executive producer, and then you find that out, and then you're like, oh, they executive produced this one, and it's just like you go down the rabbit hole, and it's just like an endless string of things, and you know, it just, you know, it just kind of all strings together. Yeah, it just doesn't
there's
end.
so much content, so much music out there. It's just like you can never run out of like. Just when I think I'm about to run out of like stuff to like sample, or like, you know, just run out of like ideas. There's always that one song where you're like, oh, it just opens you to a whole new door to something else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like that's what I've been like seeing lately. You know, did you know what's his name? Super baritone dude, Barry. Is it Barry White? No. With the deep voice.
Vocalist. Yeah, Barry White, man.
Yeah. Did you know he was a producer too?
Like executive producer?
Yeah, like he.
I bet though.
Yeah. He produced like this one female group, like a three-person female group. I forgot what they're called.
I kind of know what you're talking about. I think I've seen a record with like him as executive producer.
Yeah. But like, I never knew that till I got this record, and it was like, and it sounds exactly like something Barry White would have hopped on too. So I was like, yeah. It's just crazy to hear like the influences that, you know, that he still has in music that he's not making. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. He just, you know, he had it like that. You know, he's like, I can just executive produce stuff now.
Yeah, that's crazy. You have like a, like when you go to the record store, where are you going to first?
You know, I mean, it depends, but I like to go to the jazz section first. I start alphabetically, really.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean,
you just end up like, what are your techniques? You just go alphabetically and you just hope you run into something?
No, I mean, I know the artists I have in mind, and I just, when I start at A, you know, I'm gonna start at Cannonball Adderley.
Yeah.
You know, be at Roy Ayers.
Talking about Cannonball.
You know.
Yeah.
And Roy Ayers, and then, you know, Gene Ammons, and then just keep going, and then, you know, get to B's, you know, like.
Yeah. So then.
Gary Burton.
What happens to like? Do you not show love to people that you don't know? Like,
No, I do. Like, I like to go, you know, I mean, you know, there's like there'll be cards where the artists are, and then there's the miscellaneous.
Yeah.
That's where the heat's at.
That's where like the hidden treasures are.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, man.
And you find the gold, and you're like, but it's always a risk, because like we were just talking about like dropping 15 on a record and then coming up, and it's just like, man. See, there's like we were saying, there's records that you can just listen to, and then there's records that just got that heat where you have to like, You just got to sample. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah. Or then there's records that are so beautiful that you're just like, I don't even want to touch it. You know, you ever run into those?
Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, I was in Portland like for my birthday last week.
Yeah.
And I got the Stanley Cowell record, and I thought it was just gonna be like some
just
heat,
bananas,
like
just crack rocks. You dust it off, just little crack particles just fall out.
For real, it's just off the vinyl and shit. No dust, crack, but like
the crack dust.
Yeah,
that's what it's from.
But it was just a really good jazz record, and I tried manipulating speeds and stuff. Yeah, but it was just like this is just good jazz, man. I can't touch this
Yeah, it's crazy. Was it was he in a trio?
It was Stanley Cowell trio, yeah. Yeah, it was just the drumming was just so great. It wasn't like, it wasn't like 4/4 signatures at all. It was just a lot of just free jazz.
That's how it was as a drummer. He's a drummer, right?
No, he's a piano player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking someone else. But yeah. Was it all live shit?
No, it was a studio album.
What's that?
It was a studio album.
Oh, okay. So what's cool about those studio albums is you can hear where everybody is in space sometimes. If you got your headphones on or whatever.
Yeah.
You can hear all right, the drums we're panning to the right over
here. Yeah.
So you go to Portland a lot?
Well, I went in January. That was the first time I went, and it was icy and snowy, but it was still really beautiful. When we went up there, it was clear and sunny, but there's just snow everywhere, and I don't know, it was just beautiful city, man. But and then I kind of went on a whim, for my birthday. Stayed there for 3 days last week, and it was even more beautiful. It was 75 degrees.
Is it cloudy or not?
No, it was clear and sunny. Just lush greenery. Clean air, nothing out here.
Yeah. You can't every time people. You're from the IE too, so you're used to the mountains just being there all the time, right?
Yeah, that's true. I don't take advantage of it though.
You don't?
I wouldn't say I do.
Me neither. It's so bad to the point where when people come and visit me or something that aren't from say they're from the OC, it's LA or something. I feel like, yo, man, you got the mountains there?
Yeah, for real. It's
oh, yeah, that is there, huh? It's a little backdrop you get used to,
Yeah. No, you're right, man. I want to take more advantage of it. I do.
But then sometimes it's just so filled with smog, you can't, you got that thick-ass layer of smog and you just can't even see.
It gets bad where we're at, man. Yeah. We're in the valley.
Yeah, everything just sits there. We're just inhaling that poison, man.
Yeah, man.
Right. Yeah. Have you lived in IE your whole life?
Nah, I lived in Glendora for 10 years. It's not too far away. It's San Gabriel Valley.
Yeah.
Then I moved to Upland when I was 11.
What grade is that?
5th grade.
Oh.
6th grade.
How was that?
Yeah, it was chill. I still went to the same school, so it wasn't
you just traveled 30 minutes.
Yeah, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And then I went to college in San Marcos.
Where is that? I'm terrible with geography.
It's but that's a question I always get asked. Where the fuck San Marcos?
Well, I think I think it's a California thing.
That's true. Yeah.
You just don't know where anything's at because you're so comfortable where you're at.
It's North County, San Diego. It's by Escondido.
Oh, okay. I know where that is.
Yeah.
My lady used to stay there.
Oh,
around
really?
there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's not a bad area.
So, you went to school there?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I dormed there, and then I got kicked out of the dorms, and then I stayed off campus. Yeah.
Why'd you get kicked out of the dorm?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I got in a fight, man.
Really?
Yeah.
You scrapped it up.
I scrapped up, dude. It was my
What was it over? Was it just also machismo and shit?
Yeah, it was on some drunk shit, bro. It really was. It was some dumb shit, like for real. Like I remember when I talked about it. Like
you really?
Yeah.
It was that bad?
It was just it was just so stupid and just unnecessary. Yeah. Ironically though, I like fought this kid that went to my high school, and he went to San Marcos there too. Yeah. And so I won though. It was chill.
Yeah, I was about to ask. I was like, the real question is like who's the victor? You know?
Yeah, man. It's me, dog.
All right, man. All right. I bet if you ask him, would he be like, yeah, I took the.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, man.
He's not. You don't want to incriminate
for real, the ambulance came. It wasn't like that bad, but like the kid got fucked up. Yeah, he did. Yeah. But it is what it is. But I stayed in school, which is the most important part. So.
Yeah, that's good. What's your tactics on like fighting? Oh, I mean, do you still fight now? Like,
I'm not.
As a grown ass man.
Nah,
I was hoping you'd say no.
Nah, man, I'm not.
I don't think like when is it? Guy. Yeah, like what do you think it would take for you to fight right now?
If someone like pushes me or like is
dang, like, or you ready to go?
No, but I'm saying, I mean, the thing is like if you're trying to hurt me or you're trying to threaten my safety, it's like a me or you type thing. It's gonna be me, you know. So, but it does. I haven't had situations like that, and I'm not like a guy. It's like, oh, I was disrespected. Like, nah, fuck this. Like, nah, I'm not that.
You looked at me crazy.
Exactly. Like that's just retarded. But if it comes down to it, like if I need to, like out of self-defense purposes. Yeah.
That's completely legal, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're not going to jail for that. I think that's the only thing that's. No, I wouldn't say that's the only thing. I'm a peaceful guy. At least I try to be.
Yeah, man. I haven't had any confrontations like that, like at all, like in my adult life.
Oh man, but see, like with me, like I kind of resonate with you because. It's just a different story when the liquor gets involved, So
yeah.
And I don't know. There's some I feel like I turn into like a superhero or something. Like I just like pain does not exist. Repercussions or consequences just they become void, and I don't care at that point. So and So there's been stories where it's just like I know I would probably get my ass handed to me, but I was at the moment you're just like no, let's go right now then, like I don't. I'm scared. I'm ready to die for this, because you stepped on my shoe, man. Like just off some dumb stuff.
Yeah, man. It's alcohol does that, man. There's duality to that shit.
Oh yeah. Like for me, like. I really had to like almost to the point where I don't drink anymore. I mean, I just had a beer with you, so there's that. But like, are you familiar with Freud at all?
Oh, Sigmund Freud. Yeah, I give merit to a lot of his theories.
Yeah, he was on to something for sure.
Yeah.
There's some things that are kind of like. But I really like how he breaks down like the different egos and stuff.
Okay, we're getting deep. No, dude, this is communication theory type stuff. This is like stuff I studied.
You really?
Yeah, man. Like
I didn't know that.
Man, I had a really great professor when I was at San Marcos. Dr. Husbeck, dog, best professor I ever had. Yeah. And we went over a lot of like communication theory and stuff. And he was a big Freud guy, so he was really into like. Like the thought process is like the ID, like the libido, and then you have your ego, and then the super ego.
Yeah.
So it's
like the id. You're talking about the you mean
the ID. Yeah. The id. Yeah. That's your desires.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
I always see it. I think like cartoons, like early cartoons, were
the devil.
It's like you got the angel and the devil on your shoulder. Then you got you that's like regulating that.
Yep.
That's so like. It is. So like when I'm drinking, when I'm just had too much to drink or something, I'm operating solely off of it. Like it's just like there's no regard for anybody else but myself. You know what I'm saying? and I hate functioning that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it can get destructive, man.
Yeah.
You know?
So I mean, you dropped that. Would you call it an EP or an OP, or like just like that project Barfly?
I'd say EP. It's an extended play.
Yeah, it's like what, 15 minutes?
15 minutes. Yeah. 16.
Yeah. So what I notice is like you're really, first of all, Barfly is a great film.
Glad you know that.
Yeah, it's you know who was written by?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Bukowski, man.
Yeah. He had like a, you know, a known like dispute with like alcohol and everything. Like it was just known by everybody.
He romanticized it though. At the same time though, like.
And you know what? Honestly, I respect that, man. Like,
yeah.
Because you can hear it. I mean, you can see it in his poetry. You can hear it, you know, when he's like reading and stuff. But it comes from like an honest place.
It does. Yeah, it's very vulnerable.
Yeah, very vulnerable. But it's like it's almost like he knew something we didn't. Like he was just comfortable. Like he was able to deal with the id ego. You know what I'm saying? Like just acknowledge that it's there. Because, you know, you kind of get into this thing where you kind of like want to suppress that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And not want to talk about it. But like he was just like, this is a part of me too, and I've accepted there's bad parts to it. But I mean, this is how I function. He was like very content with like how, as ironic as it sounds, he was like very content with like how fucked up his life was.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And just how he dealt with it.
Yeah,
you know?
like it was just like, hey, it's almost like a level of stoicism to it, you know? Wisdom. Yeah. So like, when you put a project together like Barfly, like I'm imagining you're getting a lot of inspiration from that. Yeah,
especially that movie. I feel the dialogue in there was like,
oh man,
Mickey Rourke killed it low key. I feel.
Yeah. Like in a good way.
Yeah, in a great way.
Yeah, like I could definitely see, like he really studied Charles Bukowski. Like that's just how he was, you know. But yeah.
And you know, I just heard a lot of dialogue from that, and just I don't know. I felt like the state I was in, I was like, yo, I'm really feeling this, man, and like, you know, that was just kind of like the bare bone of it, and then. You know, I watch movies and stuff. I'm into film, and I started kind of watching film like with that lens, like trying to find dialogue about drinking and that subject matter. And
why drinking?
I wanted to, like, when I heard Barfly and I heard a lot of the dialogue, I just kind of wanted to bring in other dialogue that revolved around drinking to kind of make a narrative for the album. And the thing you notice, especially with American filmmaking, there's a lot of dialogue and scenes where drinking's involved, and drinking's kind of like,
it's an American way of life.
Yeah, it's romanticized. It's like it's the cool thing, you know. It's
word
like
for it, romanticized.
Yeah, so I don't know. I found a lot of great just like pieces of dialogue and a lot of films I like. So
like you got you know what's like, I mean, just breaking down that film, because I just watched it, you know, I'd say for like I watched it again yesterday night, and so like there was so like the opening scene is like, you know, him and Eddie getting down and stuff, right? And like you see, like in that scene, like this dude has no friends whatsoever. Like everybody's definitely cheering Eddie on. Like they want him to fuck up Henry, right? Like he's just like he's like that one kid at school that just had no friends but like fuck with everybody, you know?
Yeah.
He had the audacity to, you know, even though nobody's rooting for him. But then at the end of the, you know, I say 3/4 in, towards the end of the film, he's like, hey, I told my friends and stuff, you know, like I know you had that part in your in your EP too. So I thought it was like very, and in a way you kind of feel like he knew those people weren't really.
They weren't his friends.
Yeah. It
was his company.
Exactly. So I thought it was interesting you pulled that from that scene too, to put in your EP. Was that the intent you were going for, or what?
Well, I mean, I took it a little out of context too. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I wanted, and also, I mean, I think the thing as a whole, it is kind of a PSA.
Yeah.
And so I kind of wanted it to be like to all my friends, like that are listening to this, or just to all my friends, just like in a celebratory fashion,
like the camaraderie.
Yeah. That was more of like the context of using that quote. It was just like, yo, like to all the homies, like, this is my shit.
It's interesting because, like, in a way, like, for me, I always seen like alcohol as like an element of camaraderie, like that. Like you've made plenty of friends with alcohol, and you've destroyed plenty of friendships with alcohol. But there's still this element of like community that's involved in it. And I always thought it was like interesting,
Yeah, and I wanted to express that. Like in the beginning, it's in Butterfly. It's like, I try to make it more a little celebratory and just kind of like the good part of it. Like you can really enjoy yourself with friends, and like you guys are drinking and stuff. Like that's some of the best times, Yeah. But it can progress or digress, and it can get dark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just that's the duality of alcohol. Like, but it's really up to the person. It's up to the the discipline and all that.
So how do you deal with it then?
I mean, I'm fine now. I kind of had like, I've had some bad experiences.
Yeah, like getting kicked out of your dorm. Right?
Yeah. Scrabble fool. Exactly.
Getting ambulances for people.
Yeah, man. Or just getting in bad situations. And stuff. So, I still drink, of course,
Yeah.
I'm more responsible with it. Like, I'm not trying to, like, drink and drive anymore. Like, I'm not trying to do any of that stuff to endanger myself or endanger others.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a bad idea, man.
Yeah.
And I advise people to do the same. Just, just be a little smarter if you're, like, out drinking and shit. Like, take an Uber. Like, it's worth it. Just pay, like, the $50 if it's that much. But,
Jesus.
That's it depends where you're going.
Yeah.
Depends where you're going. That's like max. You know what I'm saying?
You think this question came up with somebody the other day? But like, you think the amount of like drunk drivers have gone down with the like introduction of Uber and stuff?
Yeah, dude.
Like you would think so. Right?
Hell yeah. Right? Yeah, no, totally. It's just more accessible now.
Yeah. It's just crazy because like like you said, everything is so much more accessible now, and like, but it's funny because like I firmly believe like we're like an exaggeration of the generation before us, right? Like our generation is now. So it's just like I feel like everybody wants to be like their own independent contractor, whatever they're doing. So like, for something like Uber to come in and kind of like take the industry by storm, like, cause like think about like 7 years ago it was non-existent. Like the idea didn't even like, well, maybe they're like putting it together or something. I don't know, but it's just how quick it caught on and how it became like a norm for people, and in a somewhat beneficial way.
Business model is fucking great.
Yeah.
There's no cash involved.
No, everything
like,
is on an app, and PayPal if you're going there, or you can use your card.
It's just random people. You just hop into random people's cars.
Like people are just giving you a ride everywhere, and they're making money too. So it's like passive money. You know, like you're just driving people around.
It's nuts.
Yeah. What's your longest Uber drive?
Fuck. Let's think. LAX?
To LAX or
from LAX back to Upland.
Oh, you tripping, bro.
Shit was fucking stupid.
Nah,
It was.
You bugging out.
Yeah.
What? You just don't have people that love you or what, man?
Yeah, like low key. Right? No, it was. Well, me and a couple homies, we went to New York like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Then when we came back, like no one could pick us up. It's like, oh, homie Rob can't pick us up.
Yeah.
My mom can't pick me up. It's like, fuck, we're just gonna take an Uber. And it was like
Uber that joint.
Yeah, man. And like, yeah, it was like 5 p.m. like traffic, like it was terrible.
Jeez.
And the drivers
it was like
too.
rush hour and stuff.
It was rush hour. From the you taking the 105.
So wait, so does Uber Here's a question: does Uber go by time or does it go by miles? Like
I think it's a ratio of.
So you probably got the extra charge then too. Like you sitting in traffic the whole time.
It was bad, dude. But we split it 3 ways.
Right?
Yeah, we split it 3 ways.
So it was like 20 a piece, or
it was about like 30, dude. Jeez. Like 30 and some change, man. It was dumb. I'm gonna fly out of Ontario next time.
Yeah,
it's worth it. Yeah, we got that.
Yeah. So. Oh.
You don't got the clap on?
Clap on, clap off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm like running out of battery on this thing. I didn't know the battery drains that quick. That's all good. No rockets, the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember those clap on, clap off lights?
Never had one. I always wanted to. I still can. I think.
Are they still like company?
Maybe.
You remember Chia Pets?
For some reason, like when you said the clap on, a Chia Pet came in my mind. Just subconsciously.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know. It's just that was the era. I guess.
Like what else was around that time? Like
fuck. Like
nah, Furbies was a little later.
Yeah.
But I remember Power Rangers popping.
Dude, you're taking thoughts on my mind right now. I was gonna say Power Rangers right now too. Fuck.
Yeah, in kindergarten, like, did you have like nap times still?
That was preschool.
Was it? They don't have nap time in kindergarten, huh?
Nah.
When they had nap time, right? I don't know, maybe like my school was bugging or something. But they had like a cutout like carpet. Was that just my
out carpet?
Like there was just like carpets that they just like you slept on. I don't know, like they were not. They were probably like 2.5 feet by 2 foot. You know?
What I'm saying? Like a mini yoga mat type.
Yeah,
shit.
like very many, like a quarter of that size. You know.
Yeah, I was thinking like.
You guys never had that?
I don't think so.
Really?
One thing I was thinking though is like, fucking preschool teachers so fucking lazy. Like half the day the kids are just napping,
just chilling.
You're not doing shit.
Oh
like,
man. You got it.
Like you're not doing anything.
Nah, you're just chilling there.
That's a chill job. Fuck.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
I might look into like the preschool.
Yeah, man. I can never do that.
There's certain jobs that are just like. I hate to be that guy and point out the obvious and stuff, even though like society, especially now, doesn't want to like, touch on it. But I would feel the type of way if I say I had a kid and their preschool teacher was a man. Like I don't know how I feel like about that. You know.
I mean, it depends. I mean, you gotta meet him. You gotta feel him out.
Yeah.
I mean,
you'd be open to it. You'd just be like, oh, this is. Oh, you saying you got to do some more investigating?
Yeah, no, I got to meet the guy. I got to talk to the guy. I want to know the guy's education.
Yeah.
I want to know his background. Like, I'll investigate that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there could be. Yeah, people are people. You know.
Yeah.
There's bad people and there's good people.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't be unopen to that idea, but I would definitely like to know like. Who he is and shit.
Yeah. I think just because naturally, like, like I probably for my kid, like I probably like push for having more women in their formative years like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because
more nurturing.
Exactly. Like they have that nurture gene that we don't. We're just you know. I like I'm here for like the discipline side of it. Like that's what I'm here for.
That's true.
But you can never run out of too much nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. It's love, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Yeah.
That's pretty important, like especially the early years and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Did you what were your early years like? Now it's sounding like super like let's lay on like the Freudian couch now. Like what was your childhood like type shit? Well,
I had a great childhood, man. Really? Not gonna lie, you know. Yeah, I'm actually the only child.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that about you.
Yeah. I'm lone wolf, man. You know?
How was that? Like, were you
Well, I don't know anything else, so I can't compare it.
Yeah.
So
how was it like going like to family functions and stuff? Like,
well, my mom's one of 10.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. So like, I got a lot of cousins. So I got a lot of cousins, man. So it's straight.
What's your mom's nationality?
She's Mexican. She's from Jalisco.
Okay.
Yeah, she moved over here when she was like 10.
Nice.
Yeah. My
so
mom.
She comes from a big family, and then she had you and was like, nah. I came from that. I don't want to go back.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, my mom moved here when she was like 10. They've been here ever since and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I guess she just didn't want another kid too. Yeah. So it's just like, it's just me. But no, I had a good childhood, man. You know, both my parents very supportive, and they try to set out the best for me, like in every way. You know, and my pops has given me like knowledge I still have to this day. So like, I had good parents up until a couple years ago, man.
Does that make them like bad parents at that point?
No, not at all.
But are you starting to see them more as people now?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally.
That's what I would imagine. Like I don't like. I feel like divorce is so like. I don't even know if they're divorced, but they are definitely separated, right?
Yeah,
but like,
he's my pops is remarried. Like,
a
whole other family and
but
shit.
It's so
But
how do you feel about like it happening now as opposed to like say like when you were like 7? You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you could deal with it better now than?
Yeah. I would rather have it been now rather than like developmental years.
Yeah.
I mean, cause I was old enough. Like I was like 20. I was like 23, I think.
Yeah.
And I was still like pretty young and like and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was. Yeah, if it was like in my teenage years or like younger, I feel like that would have been a bit more problematic.
You would have been
a bit more problematic for sure.
And find people sober, bro.
Yeah, man. Right. Yeah, and I feel for those people that have had that happen, and I empathize with them.
I think it's such a it has to do. Like I know it would have messed me up if my parents got divorced at a young age, especially because I was a sensitive kid. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things rubbed me deeply. You know what I'm saying? So I can imagine finding out that this thing we call love doesn't last forever at that young of an age. You know what I'm saying? It really take a toll on me in my adult years. But it sounds like you have more. You were able to deal with it at a much wiser point in life.
Yeah, it still hurt though, man.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, but you kind of had the tools to deal with it a little bit more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've always been my own person too, so I wasn't reliant on them identity wise or anything like that. So it's it was a tough time, but we grow stronger from those types of experiences and stuff. So yeah it's all good.
Yeah, man. I'm not sure how much battery life we have. You see that? It's like 1 bar left.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know. But let me get like the staple questions out the way. You know.
Yeah.
Just so if it runs out while we're talking, it's not a big deal. What are you caring about today?
What am I caring about?
Yeah.
Like just in general?
In general. Like I like to think of this like, you know, like in your phone. You got an iPhone?
I do.
In like your settings, in your like general settings or whatever, you can go in and see like in your battery section, like what's taking up most of your juice. You know what I'm saying? Like what app is it? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it's probably Instagram, man.
Yeah, for your phone. But like, so what is that for your brain? Like, what is like taking up most of your time? Your mental space.
You know, just it's social media, obviously. So you're seeing what other people are doing within your social media circle.
Oh yeah, you're connected to everybody, and nobody at the same time.
Yeah, exactly right. But I mean, I guess just seeing what people are doing today. Yeah. Seeing FYF posts.
Oh and being those messy posts and stuff. Right?
Yeah, and the Bjork posts. Like, like fuck, man.
Yeah,
even Flying Lotus' set looks sick as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Are you gonna check out that Kuso flick or not?
Bro.
Have you checked it out?
God, no, I haven't seen it. I kind of wanted to go to Cinefamily. They're screening it for a week.
Really?
This week.
Man, you gotta bring your puke bucket.
Oh, you saw it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I heard
I've seen like little clips, and I'm like, okay, this is what we get into, you know?
Yeah.
But nah, it sounds like it's I'm really excited. Like that kind of stuff is so important for the culture, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like just having no boundaries like that, the way Flying Lotus is just moving, is just really inspiring for me. So I definitely got to support that.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's the guy, bro. He's the guy of our era in terms of like.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was thinking about it, I had my phone on shuffle. I was heading to LA like a couple weeks ago. And I can totally see how he just transcended into a film like that, because it's like that dude can do anything musically. Like he can go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I can't speak for the guy and be like, no, it's boring for him or anything, but it comes to a point where it's like, what next? You know? Right.
Yeah, he's just a creative genius, I feel like. And
for sure.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy he's doing that.
Yeah. So like the whole you checking out what other people's lives are like. That's what taking up.
I guess so, right? Yeah, I don't know, and also I kind of met this girl in Portland, so I've been kind of talking to her through Snapchat.
All right, so what?
Yeah, I got back. I literally got back on Snapchat just for this girl. Like I was off Snap.
Wow, yo, that's a new way of communicating. I've been out the game for. Give or take 7 years now.
Oh wow! Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, congrats, y'all. That's great.
That's shorty. What's up, girl? But yeah, like I can't. No, our thing was Facebook chats. Like that was our thing back then. Like that's how we communicated, really, and that's how we got into it. But it's Snapchat now, huh?
Well, no, I got her number. Like I text and stuff, but
you guys still resort to Snapchat.
Yeah, well, I mean, she sent me a picture and shit.
Is interesting.
So like, of course, and then it's kind of weird how it like goes back and forth. Like I'll talk to her through Snapchat, and then that will just kind of stop, and then we'll start texting. And it's just like
it's like when one of the others, two alleyways there.
It's exhausting. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
But besides the phone stuff, I mean, today what I'm caring about. I mean, I'm making music today later. I'm playing a house party in Long Beach later.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna get my shit together, get my set together. So that's what I care about as well. You know?
Yeah. Music and communication with people.
Essentially, right?
Yeah, that's why we're human. And then, like, tell the people, like, what's something the world doesn't know about you, but should?
Something that the world doesn't know about me already.
Tell us your deepest and
Is it deepest? You know, I mean, if they don't know already, I feel like I'm a pretty sincere person.
Yeah.
I don't really have any ulterior motives when I'm interacting with people. You know, I feel like I'm just not some evil ass dude that's trying to like capitalize on you.
Yeah.
Or like capitalize on your emotions, or like trying to like get the upper hand of a social situation. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a lot of people like that, you know. Mm-hmm. There's social engineers and shit.
Yeah.
That's not me, like, at all. Like, I'm just kind of what you see is what you get.
WYSIWYG is what they call that.
Was it?
WYSIWYG?
WYSIWYG?
Yeah, what you see is what you get.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But please go on. I didn't mean to.
No, it's good. I like that. WYSIWYG.
Distract your whole mental thought there.
I think that's pretty much all I could say, too.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. Well, no, you know, that kind of plays to, like, because I got issues with, like, trusting people, like, off rip. So, like, I kind of get that notion from you, but then, like, this is reassuring, because now I kind of, like, I trust you even more now, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow, thank you.
Because, like, because I kind of want to trust people, but then, you know, past experience perspectives, you get kind of like, your ego kind of like comes in and is like, no, remember that one time in the past and you're like, you got really fucked over and all that.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm sure this happens for everybody, where it's just like, I don't know if I can trust you. But, like, when you hear someone say that they're sincere and you kind of already get a vibe that they are, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm trusting this person even more now.
I'm a big person on sincerity. I mean, you know, in respectful interaction.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's, like, you know, it's the best, like, humans can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, I mean, there's just a lot of evil people out there, man. Just a lot of fucking vampires, man.
Yeah, just sucking the life out of people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How'd you get to that point, though? Like, was there, like, a defining moment in your life, or you've always been like that? Like, is it...
I feel like I've always...
young lad.
Yeah, man. I've always been like that. Like, I feel like I've always been, like, a critical thinker. Like, and just kind of... You know, even to, like, elementary school days, just kind of, like, observing behavior and, like... you know, just kind of... I guess, being critical. Not a hater, but just, like, critical.
Like, why?
Like, why? Exactly. Like, why are you asking me this? What is the motive? You know, and... You know, and the older you get, the more, you know, wiser you get, and you see certain human behavior, and it's like, you know, like, y'all crazy. Like, you're in your own world, like, y'all are tripping. Like,
you start seeing the same patterns in certain type of people, and you're like, okay, I can lump you in this way, like, this is... Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I mean, like, you know, there's a reason why us as humans, we want to categorize everything. We want to make sense of the chaos, you know? Mm-hmm. You know, so, like, it's not by accident, like, every time someone tries to tell you about your music, they try to compare it to something else, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, we're trying to, like, figure it out and be like, oh, I remember this one thing in the past, and this is how it relates to my future right now, and this is how I think of you now, type of thing, you know? And I think... it sounds like that's what you were doing a lot, you know, like, just trying to, you know, categorize everything. And I think that's a natural thing. I do it a lot, at least.
Yeah, no.
If it's not natural, I mean, you have one person that's like you know.
I mean, that's the way you gotta survive, you know. You just gotta, you know.
Like, imagine, like, the first person that discovered fire is like, oh, shoot, man, I gotta remember what this feeling was like when I touched it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what if they just forgot how fire feels, and everybody just kept touching it and burning themselves, you know? There's certain things you gotta remember, you know?
You're right. The first person that made fire burned the fuck out of themselves.
Yeah, they were like, all right, never again. Or say if the person that made fire, like, caught on fire and just, like, they just died. The person that was around them was like, all right, nah, we
saw how this was done.
Like, nah, this is no good. We gotta you gotta contain that.
I just imagine some caveman like on fire, just running around.
Just have his face burned off and you survive. Like, remember what happened to that guy?
Oh,
he was definitely a tool for people raising their kids and being like, hey, we're gonna put you in that fire. You can't mess around.
For real. You're gonna get cooked real quick.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you for doing this, man.
Bro, thank you for having me over and for hospitality and everything.
Thank you. I feel like I know you even better. You're a sincere dude, man, and you validated my whole theory on you.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you, man.
So, yeah,
appreciate that, man.
Best of luck. We'll be in contact for sure.
Most definitely.
In the future and be running into each other.
Yeah, man. So. Yeah, I'll see you around. I'm like a couple blocks down, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
exactly. You're IE native, so
yeah.
Yeah, we'll get together. All right, man.
Dope.